we are, the start of Q4, but let's be real, like we're all thinking about what's coming next year. So I thought today we would talk about what you think the kind of trends and predictions are for next year.
Perfect.
So one of the things I know we've talked a little bit about is this concept of kind of the value of CX and the total cost of ownership and how those things sort of relate. So maybe with that, how do you think companies are going to be evaluating their customer experience programs going into 2025 and then through the year?
So I think if we look back over the last year, we've seen a lot of change in the economy. We've seen change in buyer behaviors. We've seen change in the way companies are spending money. I think everyone knows that people have tightened up a little bit. And all of that really requires organizations to really think about how they're spending their money and where they're deploying their resources to best drive where they want their business to go. All of that has kind of shaped an interesting perspective on CX in terms of, you've had this 4 or 5 year journey where we've all gone through COVID, everything has shifted to this digital transformation, everyone's focusing on an evolution of customer experience to match what's happening in the world. Everyone comes out of COVID, the economy kind of goes where it is. And I think the spend that was there before has been evaluated. And what's focused a lot of organizations on is making sure that you are spending, what you're spending on CX is driving the value of what you expect. And so I think what we'll see in 25 is a continued focus on the value your programs are driving for your business, the ability of your CX programs to adapt to an evolving world. So, how are those implementations evolving over time? And then ultimately what that's going to lead to is a broader conversation about what that return on investment is of your CX program to not only the improvement that you're making with your customers and what they expect from you, from your products and services, but also, being a good partner with your FP&A and CFO organizations where, you've got to balance the experience improvements with what that's going to do to the bottom line of the business.